The massive interstellar vessel Horizon Echo hummed with anticipation as it approached the crystalline space station of the Electron Collective. Dr. Hyun Park adjusted her communication translator, her fingers nervously tracing the holographic interface. Outside the viewport, strange geometric formations of alien architecture sparkled like frozen lightning against the deep purple backdrop of unknown space. Spacecraft of bizarre designs surrounded them, some resembling living organisms, with pulsing membrane-like surfaces, others angular and mechanical, with razor-sharp edges that could slice through solar winds. Hyun's research team represented humanity's first genuine diplomatic mission beyond the Orion sector. Her colleague, Captain Jae-won Kim, stood rigidly beside her. His military training contrasted sharply with her scientific demeanor. "Remember," he whispered, "one wrong translation could start an interstellar incident." The communication chamber transformed as alien representatives materialized through quantum teleportation technology. Their bodies shimmered, part organic, part energy, defying human understanding of physical existence. Luminescent tendrils extended from their primary form, acting as sensory appendages that analyzed every microscopic detail of the human delegation. Hyun's breakthrough communication device, a quantum linguistic processor she'd spent 5 years developing, began translating complex electromagnetic signals into comprehensible language patterns. Her heart raced. Years of research, countless sleepless nights, and unprecedented computational modeling had led to this moment. The lead alien representative, a being named Arya, moved with extraordinary grace. Her form shifted between solid and translucent states, revealing intricate neural networks that pulsed with intelligent energy. Unlike traditional alien depictions in human media, she appeared more like a living mathematical equation than a stereotypical extraterrestrial creature. "Greetings, humans," Arya communicated, her voice resonating directly into their neural pathways. "Your arrival represents an unexpected variable in our galactic calculations." Hyun stepped forward, her prototype translation device creating a bridge between two completely different evolutionary paths. The device wasn't just translating words, it was interpreting complex emotional and intellectual nuances that traditional translation technologies would have missed entirely. Suddenly, a warning signal erupted. External sensors detected an approaching swarm of mechanical entities, autonomous drone constructs that seemed to be scanning the diplomatic vessel. Captain Kim's hand instinctively moved towards the defensive weapon systems. "Wait," Hyun whispered, her hand gently touching the control panel. Her communication device was analyzing the drone swarm's electromagnetic signature. Within milliseconds, she discovered they weren't a threat, but part of the Electron Collective's diplomatic screening process. The drone swarm surrounded their spacecraft, creating an intricate geometric formation that resembled a complex mathematical equation. Tiny robotic units extended thin energy tendrils, conducting non-invasive quantum scans of the human delegation. Arya's form shifted, revealing what seemed like amusement. "Your species possesses an intriguing capacity for adaptive communication," she communicated. "Most species we've encountered rely on rigid communication protocols. You are different." Hyun's breakthrough wasn't just a translation device. It was a quantum linguistic bridge that could potentially revolutionize interspecies communication across the galaxy. Her algorithm could decode complex communication patterns that previous technologies couldn't even recognize. The spacecraft's interior temperature fluctuated as the alien scanning process continued. Holographic displays around them transformed, showing complex data streams that looked like living, breathing mathematical landscapes. Captain Kim watched in amazement as Hyun remained calm, her fingers dancing across the quantum interface. "Preparing initial communication sequence," Hyun muttered, more to herself than anyone else. The first genuine moment of peaceful first contact was unfolding, not through military might or technological superiority, but through understanding, curiosity, and the universal language of intellectual exploration. As the alien drones completed their scanning sequence, Arya's luminescent form pulsed with what could only be described as curiosity. Something about Dr. Hyun Park had captured her attention, a spark of potential that transcended traditional diplomatic interactions. Little did anyone know, this moment would mark the beginning of humanity's most extraordinary interstellar relationship. End of Part 1. The research laboratory glowed with an ethereal blue light, casting soft shadows across advanced holographic displays. Dr. Hyun Park's hands moved with surgical precision, adjusting microscopic nanoprojectors that would become her groundbreaking invisibility technology. Surrounding her were prototype suits embedded with quantum adaptive camouflage systems. Each suit represented months of painstaking research, combining cutting-edge materials science with revolutionary quantum mechanics. The alien research team watched her with a mixture of skepticism and growing fascination. Outside the laboratories, reinforced windows, massive robotic maintenance units crawled along the space station's exterior, their mechanical limbs performing intricate repair sequences. Distant starlight filtered through advanced energy shields, creating a mesmerizing backdrop for Hyun's demonstration. Most species develop camouflage through external coverings, Hyun explained to the assembled alien researchers. Humans approach this differently. We don't just want to hide, we want to become invisible at a quantum level. Her latest prototype looked deceptively simple, a sleek bodysuit that seemed more like advanced athletic wear than a revolutionary scientific breakthrough. Tiny quantum processors were woven directly into the fabric, capable of analyzing and replicating surrounding environmental data in milliseconds. Arya, the alien representative from their first encounter, stood observing with intense curiosity. Her energy-based form flickered, suggesting a level of excitement that transcended typical diplomatic protocols. "Prepare for initial demonstration," Hyun announced, her voice calm and controlled. The laboratory fell silent. Researchers from multiple alien species leaned forward, their sensory appendages extended in anticipation. Holographic tracking systems powered up, ready to capture every microscopic detail of the experiment. Hyun activated the suit's quantum processor. Instantly, her body began to dissolve from visual perception. It wasn't a simple optical illusion or light bending. She was literally becoming invisible at a fundamental quantum level. The tracking system struggled to maintain a lock on her molecular structure. "Incredible," muttered a robotic researcher, its mechanical voice filled with genuine surprise. The invisibility wasn't just visual. Thermal signatures, electromagnetic emissions, even quantum-level particle interactions, all were perfectly mimicked and nullified. Hyun could move through the most sophisticated sensor networks without leaving a trace. Alien researchers began running complex computational analyses. Their advanced systems worked overtime, trying to decode the technology that seemed to defy their understanding of physics. Arya's energy form pulsed with excitement. Where other alien scientists saw an impossibility, she recognized the profound implications of human innovative thinking. This wasn't just a technological breakthrough, it was a fundamental reimagining of perception itself. Mechanical drone units began conducting comprehensive scans. Laser-precise sensors swept the room, attempting to locate any trace of Dr. Park, but she had completely vanished, existing simultaneously everywhere and nowhere. "The human has achieved quantum camouflage," one senior researcher announced, his mechanical voice carrying a hint of what could only be described as respect. Hyun reappeared, her smile revealing the pure joy of scientific achievement. The alien researchers surrounded her, their sensory appendages extending to examine the remarkable suit. Quantum projectors embedded in the fabric could instantaneously analyze and replicate surrounding environmental data. Complex algorithms processed information faster than any known technological system, creating a perfect adaptive camouflage. This technology could revolutionize exploration, military strategy, and scientific research, Arya communicated, her energy form dancing with excitement. The implications were staggering. Imagine exploration teams that could study alien ecosystems without disruption. Diplomatic missions that could gather intelligence without detection. Search and rescue operations that could navigate impossible terrains. Outside the laboratory, massive space construction units continued their work, massive robotic arms moving with mechanical precision. The universe suddenly seemed smaller, more accessible. Hyun's breakthrough wasn't just about invisibility. It was about pushing the boundaries of human potential, demonstrating that creativity and innovative thinking could overcome seemingly impossible challenges. As alien researchers continued their excited discussions, Dr. Park allowed herself a moment of quiet pride. She had just changed everything. End of Part 2. The diplomatic space station hummed with tension. Holographic war maps displayed potential conflict zones between human and alien territories, each flickering projection showing escalating military movements that threatened interstellar peace. Dr. Hyun Park's invisibility suit became her most critical tool. Using her quantum camouflage technology, she could slip undetected through the most secure alien communication centers, gathering intelligence that could prevent an impending catastrophic conflict. Massive robotic sentinel units patrolled the SEI station's corridors, 6-meter-tall mechanical guardians with advanced scanning capabilities. Their multi-spectrum sensors could detect the slightest environmental anomaly. But Hyun's technology was different. She wasn't just hiding, she was becoming a living ghost within their systems. Her first target was the Central Strategic Command chamber. Alien military leaders gathered around a massive holographic display, their discussion heated and complex. Energy-based communication tendrils connected their neural networks, sharing tactical information at speeds incomprehensible to human perception. Hyun's quantum processor worked over time. Each movement was calculated, each breath controlled. One wrong step could trigger alarm systems that would instantly neutralize her presence. The stakes were impossibly high. The alien military leaders discussed resource conflicts near the Quantum Drift Nebula, a region rich with rare energy crystals, crucial for interstellar travel. Humanity's expanding exploration zones had created unexpected territorial tensions. Every word, every strategic projection could mean the difference between peaceful negotiation and total war. Our long-range sensors detected increased human exploration. Vessels, announced a senior military commander, his energy form crackling with electromagnetic irritation. They violate our established neutral zones. Unbeknownst to them, Hyun was capturing every single detail. Her communication device translated and stored complex, multidimensional communication patterns that would provide unprecedented insights into alien strategic thinking. Suddenly, a mechanical detection drone swept closer. Its advanced sensors began scanning the room, searching for any quantum irregularities. Hyun remained perfectly still, her heart racing beneath the adaptive camouflage suit. Arya, who was observing the military conference, seemed different. Where other alien representatives showed aggressive posturing, she appeared contemplative. Her energy form flickered with what could only be described as strategic curiosity. The drone passed millimeters from Hyun's hidden position. One miscalculation would expose her entire mission. But her technology held, a testament to human innovation and precise engineering. As the meeting concluded, Hyun had gathered critical intelligence, potential conflict zones, resource distribution strategies, and hidden diplomatic tensions were now documented. Her data could potentially save thousands of lives and prevent an interstellar war. Returning to her research vessel, she began processing the gathered information. Complex algorithms transformed raw data into comprehensible strategic insights. Each discovered detail was like solving an intricate multidimensional puzzle. Communication channels between human and alien leadership had become increasingly hostile. Resources, territorial expansions, and fundamental cultural misunderstandings threatened to push both civilizations towards a devastating conflict. But Hyun saw something different. Where others saw insurmountable differences, she recognized potential connections. Her scientific background taught her that understanding came through patience, curiosity, and genuine communication. Massive space construction vessels moved silently. Outside, their robotic appendages continuing endless maintenance and expansion projects. The universe continued its relentless dance of creation and potential destruction. Arya's energy form seemed to linger in Hyun's consciousness. Unlike other alien representatives, she demonstrated a unique perspective, one of genuine curiosity about human potential. The quantum communication device on Hyun's wrist began receiving an unexpected encrypted transmission. The signature was unusual, carrying a complex neural pattern that didn't match standard communication protocols. It was from Arya. "Your methods are fascinating," the transmission read. Most species would approach this situation with direct confrontation. "You choose understanding." Hyun realized she had done more than gather intelligence. She had begun building an unexpected bridge between two potentially conflicting civilizations. The universe watched, waiting to see what would happen next. End of Part 3. The communication chamber glowed with soft, pulsing energy. Hyun's encrypted transmission channel with Arya had transformed from professional exchanges to something far more complex and intimate. Their late-night communication sessions became a sanctuary of intellectual exploration, where diplomatic protocols typically maintained rigid boundaries. They discovered a remarkable connection that transcended traditional interspecies interactions. Massive holographic displays surrounded Hyun's research station, showing complex quantum communication patterns. Each transmission carried layers of meaning, scientific data intertwined with subtle emotional undertones that defied traditional linguistic interpretation. "Your species processes emotions differently," Arya communicated, her energy form shimmering with curiosity. "Humans don't just communicate information, you transmit entire emotional landscapes." Hyun's quantum communication device translated not just words, but nuanced emotional landscapes. Complex algorithms decoded subtle electromagnetic fluctuations that represented feelings, memories, and unspoken desires. Robotic maintenance units moved silently outside the research station, their mechanical limbs performing intricate repair sequences. Inside, a different kind of connection was developing, one that challenged everything both species understood about relationships. Their conversations explored quantum mechanics, cultural anthropology, and philosophical concepts that merged scientific precision with profound emotional depth. Arya's energy-based consciousness fascinated Hyun, a living computational system that experienced reality completely differently from human perception. "I've analyzed thousands of communication patterns," Arya shared, "but yours remain uniquely unpredictable. Humans introduce chaos into mathematical models." Hyun realized their connection was more than professional curiosity. Something deeper was emerging, a connection that defied traditional understanding of intelligence, communication, and potential intimacy. The space station's advanced sensors detected their increasing communication frequency. Diplomatic protocols suggested monitoring any potential cross-species interactions that might compromise established communication standards. But they were beyond protocols now. Quantum communication channels became their private universe. Complex data streams carried emotional resonances that traditional language could never capture. Each transmission was a delicate dance of intellectual and emotional exploration. Massive holographic star maps surrounded them, displaying intricate galactic formations. Their connection felt similar, complex, unpredictable, beautiful in its fundamental uncertainty. "Your invisibility technology represents more than scientific achievement," Arya communicated. "It symbolizes your species' fundamental ability to reimagine existence." Hyun's research had always been about pushing boundaries. She never expected those boundaries to include emotional connections with an energy-based alien consciousness. Mechanical detection systems monitored their interactions, unable to fully comprehend the nuanced communication happening beyond traditional computational models. Their connection existed in quantum spaces between mathematical certainties. Distant robotic exploration vessels continued their endless galactic survey, unaware of the profound connection developing within the research station. Humanity's first genuine cross-species emotional exploration was happening right under their mechanical sensors. "We are fundamentally different." Arya's transmission carried a unique vibrational frequency that felt remarkably close to what humans might describe as affection, yet somehow remarkably similar. Hyun understood the risk. Diplomatic protocols, scientific expectations, cultural boundaries, all of these could be jeopardized by their deepening connection. but some discoveries were worth potential professional consequences. Their communication continued, a delicate dance of intellectual and emotional exploration. Each transmission carried the potential to reshape understanding between two dramatically different forms of intelligent life. The universe watched, waiting to see what would emerge from this unexpected connection. Complex, unpredictable, beautiful. End of Part 4. The Grand Diplomatic Chamber trembled with tension. Massive holographic displays showcased potential conflict zones between human and alien territories, each projection a delicate dance of potential destruction. Hyun's breakthrough invisibility technology and her unprecedented connection with Arya had become humanity's most powerful diplomatic weapon, not through military might, but through understanding. Alien royal court representatives assembled, their energy forms flickering with complex emotional patterns. Mechanical translation units struggled to capture the nuanced communication happening between species. Robotic sentinel units stood guard, their advanced sensors scanning every microscopic detail of the chamber. Humanity's approach is fundamentally different, Arya announced, her energy form expanding to fill the diplomatic space. Where other species see conflict, they see opportunity for connection. Hyun stood at the chamber's center, her quantum communication device translating complex, multi-dimensional communication patterns. Her invisibility suit remained partially activated, a symbolic representation of her ability to bridge impossible gaps. Massive space construction vessels moved silently outside, their robotic appendages continuing endless expansion projects. Inside the chamber, a different kind of construction was happening, a potential bridge between civilizations. The conflict centered around the Quantum Drift Nebula, a region rich with rare energy crystals crucial for interstellar travel. Traditional diplomatic approaches had failed, pushing both civilizations toward potential war. But Hyun's approach was different. Using her collected intelligence and deep understanding of alien communication patterns, she presented a revolutionary collaborative proposal. Instead of territorial division, she suggested a joint exploration and resource management strategy that would benefit both species. "Our differences are our strength," she communicated, her voice carrying both scientific precision and emotional depth. "Collaboration creates possibilities that conflict destroys." Robotic analysis units began processing her proposal. Complex algorithms calculated potential outcomes, discovering something remarkable. Her strategy presented a win-win scenario that traditional diplomatic approaches had missed entirely. Alien royal court representatives watched in stunned silence. Her proposal wasn't just a diplomatic document, it was a fundamental reimagining of interspecies cooperation. Arya's energy form pulsed with excitement. Where other representatives saw potential conflict, she recognized the profound potential of human innovative thinking. This wasn't just a diplomatic breakthrough, it was a new way of understanding existence. Mechanical detection systems struggled to categorize the communication happening. Hyun was doing something unprecedented. She was creating a diplomatic language that transcended traditional communication barriers. The proposal included collaborative research initiatives, shared exploration protocols, and a revolutionary resource-sharing framework. Each section was crafted with mathematical precision and emotional intelligence. "Humanity doesn't seek domination," Hyun explained. "We seek understanding. Our technology, our approach, they're tools for connection, not conquest." Massive holographic displays began shifting. Potential conflict zones transformed into collaborative research areas. Territorial boundaries became shared exploration zones. The entire strategic landscape was being reimagined in real-time alien. Military commanders, initially resistant, began seeing the profound logic of her approach. Her invisibility technology represented more than a scientific achievement. It symbolized humanity's ability to see beyond traditional limitations. The day Royal Court's decision came swiftly. Hyun's proposal was not just accepted, it was celebrated as a revolutionary diplomatic breakthrough. Her connection with Arya had become a symbol of what was possible when species approached each other with genuine curiosity, robotic exploration. Vessels began recalibrating their missions, where once they prepared for potential conflict, now they prepared for collaborative discovery. Humanity had transformed from a potential threat to a valued partner in galactic exploration. "We choose connection over conflict," Arya communicated, her energy form intertwining with Hyun's communication signature. "You have shown us a new path." The universe watched, witnessing a moment that would reshape interstellar relationships forever. A diplomatic revolution had begun. End of Part 5.